G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be part 2 of my Spot Battlegrounds gameplay. I recorded a bunch of gameplay for a video in Battlegrounds with this guy I put that out about a week ago. I'll have a link to that in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But I know a lot of you guys who have seen that already did like it, and so that's why I made the second part with a bunch more fights that Spot is able to do in Battlegrounds. So yeah, in the first video, if you want to check it out, please do. There's some great fights there against Mojo, Dr. Doom, Bishop, Man-Thing, Mangog, some really annoying defenders. Spot like obliterates them, and I'm gonna do the same again today. So I've got bunch more Spot Battlegrounds gameplay. I got 10 fights for you today, guys. And so if you didn't watch the first video or want a quick rundown of how Spot in Battlegrounds works, it's pretty similar to how his normal rotation is. You basically want to activate your portal block by dashing back and holding block, and that opens your portal. You can visually see your portal as well, and then when you get hits into block, they build up your spots. And then if you're struck with basically what we want to do is let them throw a heavy attack on us and punish the heavy attack. We want to let the heavy attack hit us because we'll be untouchable, so it will miss. And then we'll punish that, we get a fury, and we basically go ham, building up ruptures towards a massive special 2. That's how it works, basically. Now, there's going to be some bit of different ways of playing Spot for some particular fights, and I'll explain how that works when we get to those fights. Because I am going to be using his sig ability more in this video, and I'll let you know how powerful that his sig ability can be. Most importantly, the second part, which is no, not the second part, so the first part actually, where he gets physical damage for each spot gained during a portal block. Now I won't go into detail right now. I'll explain it when we get to that fight, or those fights later on. But yeah, all the fights today will be in Battlegrounds friendlies, so that's going to be on the victory track nodes, which is Rich Get Richer. That's like the only relevant node really. So on paper, Spot isn't great for Rich Get Richer, but he can like kill a lot of these defenders before they even have a chance to throw a special 3. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so the first fight here, just a little tame one, is against a Hood. Hood's not the best defender obviously, but you know, he can be a bit of a pain if he throws a special 2, but obviously that's not the plan. We don't want to do that. So yeah, just like I was saying before, we want to dash back, open up our portal, get some hits into block. So we got two spots that time. If we got 3 that time, then we bait the heavy attack, let it hit us, we punish it, we get the fury, and now we're untouchable. And landing hits while we're untouchable pauses the untouchable for 0.3 seconds. So we want to be really aggressive while we are untouchable. We punish his special attack again, that gives us another fury, we'll refresh the fury, and we throw the special 2 with that fury with a bunch of ruptures, and he's dead. That's simple as that. 56,000. Okay, so next up is an Overseer. Now obviously Overseer can be a bit of a problematic defender when he throws his specials, because of course he gets the chance to auto block and also parry you, so you can't really so unless you have a really good auto block counter, it can be a bit of a pain, but not for Spot. So again, we just want to do the same thing, get some hits into our portal, go untouchable, and of course we always want to enter our untouchable by letting a heavy hit us. That way we can get the passive fury for 7 seconds. And yeah, a bit of a bunch of ruptures here, up to 27 now. The max is 50. But obviously 50 is going to pretty much kill anything, and we're not going to need that many. So we just want to wait out the auto block timer here. We are actually gaining power from Rich Get Richer, so I decided to throw a special 2 before getting a special 3. So we weren't untouchable and we didn't have a fury. So that meant the special didn't actually hit very hard, but it did a decent amount of damage. I think it was about 60, 70k. But yeah, obviously a lot less than what it could be. So this fight could definitely be quicker. But Spot still did pretty well. I think he finished on full health with the debuffs he gets from Overseer, and also from his special 1, and we got 53k there against a rank 4 Overseer that was actually. Okay, so straight into this next one, we got a Sersi. I think this is definitely a rank 3. Unduped as well, so a bit of an easier defender for Spot because we don't have any way to deal with that regen. Now I wanted to purposely let her throw a heavy attack, so she did activate her glancing, so when we're untouchable she's not glancing anything. I did get trapped in the corner a bit, so I did let a heavy hit us. I didn't mean to, but it did hit us. We let that one hit us though, and that gives us the untouchable. I meant to punish that with the Fury, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Basically, a way you can cheese some fights is by using the Sig ability. I'll have a picture of the Sig ability up here. What's important is if you basically let a bunch of hits into your portal, you basically open up your portal, and if you get a bunch of hits into your portal block, you basically store up damage for your next hit. That's why you'll see like a grey icon sometimes, like a grey rupture icon on Spot's side, and your next hit will benefit from extra damage, and it's also per hit, so it can be each hit of a special attack as well. So you see the grey icon there now, and the special one has 6 hits, so you can apply extra damage to your special one each hit of it. But unfortunately we didn't do it very well this time. So this was a very slow fight for Spot, and he could definitely absolutely 100% do this a lot better. But yeah, he can do Sersi. It's just a bit tricky. Alrighty, so here's a big boy. So we got a rank 4 Rintrah, I believe now. Yeah, he does have a lot of health. I'm pretty sure it's rank 4. So obviously Rintrah is a very, very annoying defender. Even for good counters, he can be a bit of a pain sometimes. But basically what we want to do is we want to weave some more heavy attacks into our fight for Rintrah, just to get rid of some mystical charges when we need to. There's actually no point throwing Spots heavy ever. Like there's actually 0 utility associated with Spots heavy, which is kind of rare for a modern champ like him. But there's actually, if you look at his abilities for a heavy attack, there's nothing. But yeah, we want to throw the heavy attack to get rid of the mystical charges, just to keep him from placing ruptures on us, of course. So yeah, we build up to 5 spots here again, and we throw a special 2, and this is where we use the Sig ability, because basically what we did is we built up a bunch of hits in our portal block. I think it was 3 that time, and we were able to immediately counter with a special 2. And what that does is it applies the extra damage to each hit of the special 2. So yeah, Spot Sig is really helpful for those fights, just getting massive health pools down. So yeah, he's a really good Rintrah counter if you can time that special 2 really well and get a bunch of hits into your portal block, storing up damage for your next special. So we've got a Tigra here now. She's a really good matchup for Spot, because basically because of her double medium, she can get extra hits into our portal block, so we can build up our spots a lot easier. We get to fire basically instantly, basically like 1 combo in a block. So we're able to immediately go untouchable pretty much, and she was being very kind to us there. And we're able to again get 5 hits into our portal, go untouchable again, counter with a special 2, and she's dead in like 25 seconds. Yeah, so he's also really good for Quicksilver in that way as well. I haven't recorded a Quicksilver fight yet, though I really want to. Okay, so we've got a Nova here now. So Nova with Rich Get Richer can be a bit of an annoying opponent if you don't have someone like a Mystic or someone like a Cosmic with a lot of buffs. So he will be gaining power quite a lot during this. He will be gaining quite a lot of power during this fight, because he has that passive power gain and also the Rich Get Richer power gain. Yeah, the plan is obviously let him throw a bunch of specials. Obviously there's a lot of hits in his specials, so they can give us a lot of ruptures, and give him a lot of ruptures actually. I shouldn't really have blocked that, I didn't need to, because your portal block doesn't open instantly. We bait the heavy attack here, I think. Oh no, we just want him to throw a special 2 actually now, and we want to immediately counter with our special 2. That's what we did. Yeah, that's right. We did the same thing in this fight. We stored up damage. We got 4 hits in our portal block that time, which meant we get extra special 2 damage. Okay, so now for another really annoying defender, we got an Ebony Maw. So Ebony Maw, obviously with his non-contact mediums, can be a bit of an annoying opponent, and obviously his Falter Timer, his degens, with the special 1, he can make a lot of champs die, but not Spot. So he was being very kind to us. We got 7 spots already in like 10 seconds. We made the heavy attack. We actually punish. We throw our own heavy attack just to get rid of the Falter Timer, just because I think that'll be the best idea. Again, there's no utility associated with Spots heavy. I just want to do it to get rid of that Falter Timer. We'll come back on about now, so we will get close to a Falter, I think, but we don't quite get there. I think we do kill him before the Falter Timer has an effect. So we could definitely have done this fight better, taken less block damage, but it was still a good result overall. He did more. He does more very well. Okay, so Kitty Pryde now. Kitty Pryde can be a bit of a trap defender sometimes. You know, with her ability to go invisible when she dashes forward, it's very hard to, you know, parry her or intercept her. But with Spot, we're able to go untouchable here, and we can pretty much do this whole fight without her ever phasing. Now, we did get a bit lucky in this fight. You'll see that we don't actually get many, she doesn't get many prowess. And here we're able to immediately counter with a special 1 by storing up a bunch of damage into our portal block using our stick ability, and that's why that special 1 hits so hard. So again, yeah, using that stick ability by storing up damage with that grey icon is really important, and can make fights go a lot faster. Alright, so last but not least, we have a rank 4 Mojo. So this is a big boy, 220,000 health. And this is a fight we can really cheese with that stick ability, because Mojo has a lot of hits in his special 1. So what we want to do is basically just throw full combos and let him throw a special 1 completely into our portal block. And what that's going to do is that's going to give us 5 spots straight away. Right? And then what we want to do is bait a heavy attack and throw a special 1 straight away. That's going to give us a buff immunity debuff, so we won't have to worry about the degen. And we apply the extra damage we get from our portal block in our stick ability to the special 1. So that special 1 did almost 200,000 damage. And it took 20 seconds to do that. Spot is pretty nuts. So yeah, apologies if my commentary wasn't too flash during those clips. They just go so fast. I don't want to explain everything that's going on, but there's so much going on. So it's very hard to commentate live when I'm trying to show you guys these fights. I should have them at like half the speed so I can try to explain everything that's going on, because there's a lot. So if you have any questions about how Spot is working in Battlegrounds, please message me, please leave a comment, hit me up on Twitter, hit me on my Discord. The links to both of those are in the description below as well. Also check out the Spot rotations video. I have covered a lot of Spot, the basics of how to use Spot in that video. And yeah, so in Battlegrounds specifically, he really does benefit a lot from being a SIG 200, because you get the max rupture, instant rupture damage, and you get the really potent fury, 2000 attack rating. Now I do have suicides on right now. Those fights went with suicides, but that's like an extra 60% attack, which is not insignificant. And it's really easy to access as well, obviously. And the fury doesn't last forever, but you can have it lasting for a whole special attack, which is, and as you've seen, enough to kill a lot of champions in Battlegrounds. He can do those fights really quickly. So yeah, but I've been practicing a lot with this guy. I've been starting, as you can see, as you've seen in those clips, I've started to use the SIG ability a lot more, because it is really effective by storing up rupture damage through that grey icon by taking hits into your portal block and applying that instant rupture damage to your special attack. You've seen that's how we can hit like 200k special 1s, right? How many champions in the game can inflict a 200,000 damage special 1 in 20 seconds? There's not many. There's not any, I don't think, right? So yeah, and obviously that doesn't work against everyone. You saw it worked really well against Mojo because the amount of hits he had in his special 1. So he can really cheese Mojo that way, and he can cheese a few other champions. But even in like the basic fights, we were able to do it against Rintrah. We were able to get a bit of AI involvement in it, but we were able to get 4 hits in our portal block and apply that to a special 2, and you saw how much that hit, right? So yeah, there is a bit of AI reliance with Spot with getting hits into the portal block. They can be really like heavy spammy at the start. That can slow you down, or they can just not want to hit into your block, or just throw 1 hit at a time. It can be really annoying. But if you practice more with Spot, you will find it's easier to get to build your spots up, because you'll be able to sort of predict how the AI is going to behave, and you can time when you want to start your portal block better. It's all about practice, obviously. But yeah, enough rambling from me. If you want to see more Spot gameplay, if you want to see specific fights, let me know. Yeah, I can't wait to record more Spot gameplay. I don't know how many Battlegrounds videos I'll do, because he can't counter everyone, obviously. But I think these 2 videos especially will give you a really good vibe of how effective he can be in Battlegrounds. And I think this one in particular, I've definitely learned a lot since the last one. So I hope you guys check this one out, or check the other one out, actually. Obviously you're checking this one out. But yeah, check both of them out. If you're really seriously thinking about going for Spot in the next featured crystal, or if you have a Spot already and you want to see what he's like, he's really good. He's really good in Battlegrounds. And yeah, kind of needs SIG 200, kind of, but you know, obviously the higher the better. The SIG scales pretty linearly, so yeah, it's really the more SIGs the better, damage wise. But yeah, that's probably gonna be enough for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed those fights. That Mojo one especially is definitely my favorite Battlegrounds fight I've ever done, like hands down. The way Spot is able to just cheese that fight and get a 55, almost 56k against a rank 4 Mojo is crazy. That's definitely my most favorite Battlegrounds fight I've ever done, and just with Spot, so I couldn't be happier. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Did you like those videos? Which fight was your favorite? Mine's definitely the Mojo one. But yeah, did you like the Rintrah one? Did you like Kitty one? There's some great fights in there. Really, really awesome champ, really fun champ. I hope a lot of you guys get this guy when he comes into the featured crystals soonish.